Hello, we're back at it again with more Shadowhearts. Stream just crashed. I don't know why. That one stream that is like 38 seconds on my channel looks hilarious. Anyway, we're not gonna worry about it. So we're back with Shadowhearts on the eve of Uma Musume release. Hello, hello. How's it going? Good eve. On the eve of Uma Musume release and Persona 5X. I think I might just like re-roll a bit on Uma Musume and then actually like go through Persona 5X, stream it just for fun. Actually, I don't know. Because there's a Zenless Zone Zero update tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or the day after? I don't remember. Yeah, I thought it was the 26th. It might just be the preload. It should be out 26th. It might just be the preload. When is it actually going out? What did it say again? Am I tripping? Is everybody tripping? A collective like hallucination? Server launch tomorrow at 5:30. I see. Ah, preload is now. Oh yeah, that release date is 24. Are you okay? Yeah, I think I might just do just re-roll a bit. Do they out? Can you re-roll on Steam? No idea. Yeah, then the preload for Persona 5X is also up. I might hop on that and actually just check it out. Just curiosity's sake. See what the hell is up with that game. Because Uma Musume for me is already like a tried experience. Atlas will create a world where Persona 5 lasts forever. Hell yes. Give me more Persona 5. I don't even remember Persona 5 anymore. Like the last time I played Persona 5 like literally 9 years ago. And I haven't touched a Persona game ever since. 9 years ago. Can't believe it's almost been a decade. Almost. Gotta be a decade next year. I don't remember a goddamn thing. I don't even remember the name of the characters. Let me see what. It was Joker. I don't even remember what his like canon name was. There was like Ryuji, there was Anne. What was the one after? Ryuji and Anne are very easy names to remember. And then there was Yusuke. What was after Yusuke? Makoto, and then... Who was the goblin girl? Forget her name. And then Haru. Never mind, I do remember everybody. Akechi, who was not a party member until Royal. Futaba, okay, thank you. I forget her name for some reason. I did like her though. The goblin girl. Oh, that hacker. And then Akechi, who wasn't playable until Royal. Okay, never mind. I do remember everyone. 9 years ago is the last time I ever touched like a Persona 5 game. Whoa, do we want to do the housekeeping in this game? There's so many. Maybe if there's like cool lore shit happening in like the housekeeping. I kind of want to run down the ending. Let's see which ones looks interesting. Europe side quests, part 1. Kalio's mental hospital. Okay. By the time it gets a remake, probably hop on P5 by the time it gets a remake. I think Royal might actually be like a... I've been like tempted to actually hop back onto Royal for some reason. Just to see what the hell they changed, but also because it's been so long for me that Persona 5 is... Could probably do with a replay. But the thing is with Persona games though, they're so fatiguing to play. Extremely fatiguing games to play. Exhausting. Like I'm still reeling from Metaphor, man. I'm still tired from Metaphor. I say as I went through. Yeah, guide brain game, yeah. Heavy. Might be easier to play them on like Steam though, because I did play on like console for a Persona 5, and that's probably what contributed to like the hell. Oh, it's a lot to remember. Yeah, it's very tiring to play like Persona games, I would say, without like, I don't know, on Steam, without some help from like, without the help of like save states or like a cheat engine to make your life easier. I wouldn't want to hop on like the Shin Megami Tensei games without fucking save states. Like the old gen Shin Megami Tensei games, those are miserable. Fun though. Oh! If there is one, I would want to play... What's that game that I mentioned before? Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 in particular. Goated game. I missed that game. Oh! Come on, baby. Or if I were to play like an Atlas game, I could play like those completely unknown like Kusoges that Atlas randomly put like back in the day. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like there was one on the PSP that they put out. It was also a monster collecting game. What was it called? Magic Kingdom? No, Monster Kingdom? Jewel Summoner. Monster Kingdom, yeah. Monster Kingdom Jewel Summoner, this game. Funny ass game. Yeah, the developer is Gaia, but it's also published by Atlas. Yeah, they released a lot of random games back then. I think it's worth checking out. It's worth checking some of these out. Like, I'm pretty sure like I'm the only person in the Western Hemisphere that ever played this game. Me and my cousin played this game, and then absolutely nobody else. Actually, no, I was still in the Philippines back then, so Eastern Hemisphere. So they did put a lot of like funny ass games back in the day. I think it's worth checking some of them out. They are a publisher after all. I think it's worth checking out. Like absolutely crazy ass niche game that's nobody has absolutely ever played. Let's see. There's something else here. Now we have up to 50% discounts. Huh. For some reason, they want us to win tissues from this lottery. Sure. We have access lottery tickets. Whoops. Wait, really? It was Atlas that published Uta? Uta series? Huge. I guess Otawaru Mono also falls into that kind of niche console releases. I see. Interesting. Yeah, definitely a bunch of like random ass games that they published that are definitely worth checking out. It's not even worth going here. There wasn't any like cool lore bit. Black hole. Ruh-roh. Deathblade Jiro. Who's that for? For Keith, who's not in the party. Yeah, honestly, I just kind of want to run down the ending for this game. And maybe start Shadowheart's Covenant over the next couple days. After I get done with these goddamn gacha games. Oh. Whoops. I missed. Uh-oh, the cockroach. Look at the size of these cockroaches. Oh. Oh no, not the confusion. Alright. Fight back. Smoke everyone. Oh, he's... okay. That works too. Honestly, I should have just ran. Just run. Alright, next task. Well, I'll gather all the gravestones. Do I wanna? Like, all I need is the fire gravestone, the dark gravestone, and maybe the earth gravestone. Sure, let's grab them. I guess I kind of want to see what the fusions look like. Sure, I'll grab them up. They're all for Yuri. The air gravestone is in Prague. A little bit of checklist gaming. A little bit of checklist guide gaming. This guy's still sleeping. Owner Gismet says, Darcy went into the toilet a while ago and still hasn't come out. I was just beginning to wonder if he came upon a monster in there again. Could you go check? Who's Darcy? Oh. There's a guy in there, he's groaning. He's taking a big shit. Yuri says, hey, you okay? Darcy says, no. Yuri says, what is it? What happened? Darcy says, Yuri says, the monster? Darcy says, there isn't any toilet paper. Yeah, he opened the door. Yuri says, here. Darcy says, thanks, I won't forget what you've done for me. Alright, now what? Smelling slightly odd. What, do I just re-enter? Okay, there he is. Guard Darcy says, hey, thanks for before. Maybe you'll take this as thanks. You've received a yellow stone. Darcy says this stone was found on a riverbank. When you hold it, you feel like you're in a mountain stream. Even if it was in a filthy toilet, eh? Did you wash your hands, ma'am? I beat Yuri to it. Yuri says, did you wash your hands? Oh! Darcy says, oh, what a relief. He didn't answer the question. You've received the air gravestone, okay. There isn't actually that much on this list. The other one will be the light gravestone will be encountered in here, which is the next stop for our quest. Main quest. There's one in Bistritz. Mayowan is here for some reason. He's following us. A tiny sprout has stuck up from the dirt. Is it the seeds that Nina planted? It's growing. Nina says, you know those sweet seeds in that bag? There were some other weird looking seeds mixed in with them. Thinking they were seeds of happiness, I sowed them, and these cute little buds popped up. Oh. Okay. How am I supposed to get the... How am I supposed to get a gravestone from it? Just interact with it again? Okay. Quietly watch over it. Guess I should water it. Alright, now what? Oh. They want you to keep coming back. Keep watering it until it fully grows. Okay then. A small hope continues to live. Water it again. Speed! The precious future shines brightly. Oh, there's Alice. Nina. Nina says the sprouts grew really big, but then they suddenly withered. I thought that was strange since they were doing so well, so I dug them up. When I got to the roots, they were wrapped around some strange stone, like they were protecting it. It was a green stone, and somehow it looked like you. Somehow looked like you. Nina says, so here you can have it. Take good care of it. You've received the earth gravestone. Cool, thank you, Nina. Is that it? Oh, there's a water gravestone. Okay. Trip to ruin. It's in ruin. What? There's a young female voice. Didn't I tell you that it wasn't what I wanted? The young male voice says, but this is really nice too. A young female voice says, you just don't get it, do you? Question mark from Yuri. Is it in this room? Hey, this is the room that we rented. Upset John. John Shadowhearts. What a mess. I wonder if I should get some advice from the priest. The indignant Mary. John and Mary? Will you just listen to me? She says. We're on our honeymoon after all. I can't believe this is happening. You show me this weird blue stone and start talking about how you're gonna carve it into a ring. You said you were going to give me a diamond ring. You have no consideration for my feelings? Oh, can I have it instead? Heavily locked from the outside. Yeah, I think for the side quests, what I want to do is if there's actually some story to it, or if it involves like Yuri's fusions, or some story bit with Alice, our main protagonists. Whoa. Upset John says, "Oh father, I am like a lamb that has gone astray. Show me the way." I'm in the confessional. He thinks I'm a priest. He's playing along. Yuri says, "Very well, tell me what's on your mind." John says, "I just got married and I promised my wife that I'd give her a diamond ring. When I thought about the woman I loved, I also thought of something that would make her even happier. I have a stone, a family heirloom that embodies the power of water. I made it into a ring for her." She exploded in anger, telling me I had broken my promise. Now she won't even speak to me. Oh man, I just don't know what to do. Give me the ring. Yuri says, "Listen to me, stray lamb. It's about love, not the ring." Yuri says, "Most likely the problem isn't the ring. It's that you have too little consideration for others. You don't have self-confidence, so you always depend on someone or something other than yourself. When you fail, you make excuses, telling yourself and everyone else that it isn't your fault. It seems to you as if people don't notice your weakness, but in fact they can see right through you. You yourself might be in love, but can anyone or anything other than you express that love? Don't be afraid of getting hurt. Just tell her you love her in your own words." John's mumbling. "New man John, we changed him." Thank you, father. I was wrong." From now on, he's mumbling, "I'm gonna live my life responsibly and express myself in my own words." Thank you. He's crying, that's why he's mumbling. Okay, now what? Do I go into the other confessional booth? Let's see if he left his ring. No? Can I leave from the front? No, I can't. Hopefully it works out. Is he in the room? Oh, speaking of, wait a minute. Pedometer service. Oh, I don't have enough. Thought I'd have enough for another belt of power. And John makeup. The new man John says, "Hey, I know that voice. The priest that time? That was you. It didn't look quite like a priest." John says, "Never mind about that. I appreciate what you did for me then. Thanks to you, my wife, honey, has been in a much better mood. I'm embarrassed to say this, but it feels like true love has blossomed. But this is the way we were meant to be. Oh, this and that. This is my family heirloom. The stone that embodies the power of water. But from now on, it will be just the two of us with no waters dividing us." Mary says, "Oh, darling, that bit with the priest was just a gag, but I do love you." John says, "And I love you, sweetheart." "I hope the both of you die." John says, "This is just a little something to show you how I feel." John says, "I hope you can make good use of it because we found something even better. Aren't you too sweet? You make me sick." Alright, what's next? Now we have to run it down for the gravestones. Yeah, we have to run it down on the gravestones. But we can actually like proceed to the next stop. For the main story at least. Alright, back to London for a split second. Just gonna run it down to the graveyard. And grab the gravestones. Grab the level 3s. Oh shit, save. I wanted to save. Let's put this up in the top. I guess I'm gonna diverge from the guide and ignore some of the side quests. Just so that I could run down the story. We can do most of everything here. Alright, let's go level 3. I forgot to change my accessories, but we can dog walk this guy, no problem. I like it. I like how, like, Yuri looks confident when he's, like, transforming into his fusions now. Like, back during the first act of the game, he looked like he was scared for his life every time he, like, fused. Every time he used fusion. And now he looks pretty confident. Physical attack, 30% up. He's gonna beat the shit out of me. Please don't watch his damage right now. Oh, goodness gracious. All good. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Chernobog still looks the coolest, but it's, the Fire Fusion has the one Solo Foron. Yeah, the Fire Fusion is the one that has the most attack, so we're just gonna equip that. Foron. Yeah, 184 attack. Wields fire and blades. I like Chernobog. How about... Let's switch. Alright, Earth time. You know what? Orin actually kind of looks cool too. Lobo? Werewolf? It's probably a defense buff. It's a heal! My tripping is 4 on doing like less damage than... Doing less damage than Chernobog. Die, die, die! Might be that because Lobo, since it's the Earth Spirit, just has like naturally higher defense. Solo Lobo get. We're gonna grab everyone just for... I don't know why. I like the fusions. Alright, let me check. I feel like I was tripping. I feel like Chernobog does more damage than Foron. Am I tripping? Like at least before the buffs. 221. Okay. How about Chernobog? About the same. About the same. Foreign just has the physical attack up buff. Stop healing, just die. Oh, just die, dude. Surprisingly thick dude. Alright, just one more. What the hell for? Oh, raises all allies physical attack 5 turns. There's like 4 rings, 4 areas that I need to hit in the ring to get the buff. Kinda huge. This bird kind of beating my ass. I might equip this bird actually. Having that much agility is huge. That's essentially like a couple extra turns for yourself. What was it? Saravi. This game is also kind of like Persona. Alright, now I can proceed with the main story. We're keeping this party. Yeah, I'll run it down, maybe some of the side quests as I mentioned already. Like Alice's, there's like a side quest with Alice. There's a side quest for the lottery members. I'll run that down. Because if we've already like put in so much work tracking down all these lottery members already. And then I'm probably just gonna ignore everything else. Alright, next stop. Yuri says, what the hell? Is this some kind of alien's house? I saw like a heart. There's like a heart on that door. Alice says, be careful. It may fuse or transform or something. Yuri says, are you kidding? Don't tell me you believe that junk. Oh boy. She actually thinks it's a spaceship or something. Holly says, what are you back for? Yuri says, huh? But you know, it's dangerous. What if they did? What if they transform? Holly says, nothing's gonna transform. Alice says, well, it might be dangerous if you get too close, so come on, let's go. Or like a goofy little bunch. Wait, which way do I go? There's a path back there. It's a pretty slick looking house and it isn't locked or anything. We should go inside. Whoa! Holly says, this place is incredibly cool. Alice says, there's a strange machine there. Yuri says, I think this house is going to transform. Yeah, and then the whole thing will rocket off. Alice says, where did you grow up? Shakes it off. I grew up in the boonies. What the hell is that contraption? Oh. The bookshelf is full of books that look too difficult to bother reading. What's that? Is that a gotcha slot machine? You should let me play with it. A complicated schematic diagram is spread across the desktop. A desktop? What year is it? It's a machine with a moving floor surface. The complex gear seems to have been made by a true craftsman. It's a machine made out of junk and old metal. Looks like it becomes a cockpit when it transforms. Wait, so it actually can transform. What is the purpose of this place? Wait, there's a light gravestone here? Where? Oh. There it is. Oh yeah, there's a character, one of the playable characters in Shadowheart's Covenant is Geppetto. Geppetto Papa from Lies of P. He fights with a puppet. Coincidental to hop on like Lies of P and then Shadowhearts. A gravestone? A person's name is crudely carved into the tombstone. James O'Flaherty, rest in peace with your loved ones. That was one of the priests, I believe, that also went out to look for the stolen books from the Vatican. Holly says, whoa, incredible ruins. So this is the evidence of the monastery's research into raising the dead. Alice says there was something here. But now this entire place is like a graveyard. Oh, this is the place of Kodelka. Right. Completely forgot about that. This is where the first game, Kodelka, happened. Alice says it's just so sad. What is? There's a strange voice. Oh yeah, you can hear the cries of the dead roaming this area. Who's that? Yuri says, who's this? Strange creature. You see all these things? Not human. Not ghosts. Happy things, unfortunate things, lucky things, poor things, misunderstood things. Necessary things, unneeded things, all of them have returned to the earth and the heavens. Alice says, who are you? The strange creature says, why turn your back on me? Alice says, what? I don't think I should look into your eyes. strange creature says, well, wasn't that blow a stinger? What's it called? Verbal abuse? The one that always spars with freedom of speech, bada boom, bada bing. You get my meaning? Whatever the fuck he means by that. Yuri says, hey, now just what is wrong with you? The strange creature says, me? His name is Strange Creature? Who is this guy? Why can we name him? Oh, the actual Roger Bacon. Hilarious. That's actually the actual Roger Bacon, okay. I was like, what's his name? Bacon says, what do you think? Made you think you could name me? Thought I'd be your new friend, huh? He did a third wall break. Fourth wall break, I mean. Bacon says, well, sorry. Maybe if we had more time, then we could have been friends. I'll barely finish on schedule even as is, but boy, it would have been fun to adventure with you. Yuri says, what are you babbling about? Bacon says, I guess it doesn't matter. Yuri says, what doesn't matter? Alice says, who exactly are you? My name is Roger Bacon, the eternal prodigy, lover of science and learning. Yuri says, huh? You're Roger Bacon? Roger says, yes. Are you here for a delivery? Alice says, Kadelka told us to come here. Roger says, Kadelka? You mean that Kadelka? Yuri says, you even know who Kadelka is, old geezer. Roger says, of course I do. I wouldn't forget that strange girl. Kadelka Lasan, correct? Roger says, I see. So the time has come. Why don't you all come inside? Yuri says, it can't be that. You live in that house? Roger says, I'll be waiting. Come see me, okay? Yuri says, who the heck was that? Alice says, Roger Bacon? At least, that's what he said. But is there anything that I could grab here? Oh, there's something here. Mantle of Nobility. Is that like an accessory? No idea. We have so much like accessories. Oh, it's an equipment for Keith. Specifically for Keith. Oh, there's a door here. Anything here that I could grab? What? There it is. Talisman of Power. Yeah, this monastery is supposed to be where the first game took place. Kadelka's game, her namesake. speed. Roger says, I see, and that's why you came to see me. Alice says, Mr. Roger Bacon? Roger says, please call me Roger. What is it, Alice? Alice says, how do you know Kudelka? Roger's gonna say some shit like, play the first game. Roger says, 10 years ago, those ruins were called Nemeton Monastery. In reality, the monastery was a jail for political prisoners with life sentences. In time, its role as a prison faded away, and the building was bought by a man named Patrick. Then that dreadful incident happened. Roger says Patrick moved into Nemeton with his beautiful wife Elaine and a pair of servants. Like Nemeton from Drova? Roger says, but one day some bandits broke into their home and took Elaine's life. Patrick couldn't accept her death and delved into deep research of black magic. He finally raised her from the dead, but what returned was not his wife, but a hideous monster. Kudelka defeated that monster and released Elaine's soul. Yuri says, hey, that story is the same as Jack's at the orphanage. Does that emigre something or other book have something to do with it? Roger says, you know of the Emigre document? Patrick used it extensively in his research. Alice says, how did Patrick get a hold of the document? Roger says, I'm not sure, but I think he bought it from someone. Alice says, a man stole that book from the Vatican. His name is Roger Bacon. Roger says, who? Me? Alice says, but he's actually Cardinal Albert Simon. Maybe he sold the document to Patrick. Roger says, Albert? Albert Simon? Roger says, I see. He has been concerned these past few years with the study of the deepest laws of the universe. I knew it. He hasn't given up yet. Holly says, we're fighting against Albert. Alice asks, do you know Cardinal Simon? Roger says, yes, I know him well. He was a student of mine. Holly says, your student, is that true? Roger says, it's true. How long ago is it now? I'd say about 300 years before I slept here. It's about the same time period when he followed the Crusaders and fought against the Ottoman Empire. What? Story time? Story time.
Of all my disciples, he stood out as the finest. In fact, he was too good. Having come from the lowest and poorest class of society, Albert lifted himself up and applied himself diligently to study so that he could change the world. I saw great promise in him, and I taught him everything I knew. Law, philosophy, science, astronomy, alchemy. But in time, he began to question certain contradictions he saw in the world. The ruling classes and the subjected masses. He came to reject a world in which a person's place was determined by his birth, and he lost patience with me when I attempted to moderate his views. In the end, he brought me up on charges before the court of the Vatican. But it was he who the church condemned. Of course! In an age of absolutism, anyone who called for the granting of rights to individual citizens could do nothing but anger the powers that be, whether in the church or the state. Any such person was destined to be condemned as a heretic and locked away forever or tortured to death. The truth is, I knew that he was was right. But I also knew that a world in which everyone could live as equals was nothing but a pipe dream. Perhaps it could be achieved in time, as knowledge spread more widely among the people. But for that age, it was an idea much too far ahead of its time.
Alice says he plotted revenge because the ideas weren't accepted. Roger says Albert changed after the trial. His cynical smile and did little to hide the darkness behind his eyes. Ignoring my advice, he pushed himself to the limit and ended up becoming trapped by the black arts. He unsealed forbidden magics and worked to fulfill his dream, the total destruction of society. We live in a society. Yuri says, but I feel like I can understand how he felt, in a way. Alice says, we can't leave him be. Albert will do something drastic using Kudelka's power. We have to stop him. Holly says, well, we don't even know where he is. Roger says, if I am right, he is actually close. Yuri says, what? Roger says, I'm sure Kudelka realized what Albert was up to. In that case, we don't have much time. You're prepared to fight him, correct? Yuri says, yeah, but I don't know how long we'll last fighting him. But I won't give up until we settle this. Roger says, okay then, I shall assist you. I'll take you to Albert. Alice says, Roger? Really? Roger says, this teleporter isn't completed yet, but the vending machine works fine. Get whatever you might need. Wait for me at the Namitan Monastery ruins when you're ready. You okay? Oh, it's actually a vending machine. There's a strange machine. Touch it. What should I buy here? I'll buy 2 of these. One for Yuri, one for Holly. Can I get 50% discount? Oh, look at how small it is. 40, let's go for 40. Come on. Holy shit, the third goes so fast. Holy, look at how fast that is. Holy, that had to be instant. I can't imagine what 50% is like. Oh, it's so small. Too soon. Too soon. Too late. Can I have 40% off instead? But I'm not sure if that's worth it anymore. Slow the fuck down. Come on. That's impossible. So close. There you go, got it. After a gajillion tries. 50% off is huge, holy shit. I don't even I don't even want to know. I don't even want the discount anymore. Maybe up to 40%. Why not? The pacing is kind of throwing me off. They changed the pacing of the discounts. Whoops. Like, there's absolutely no reason for me to, like, try to cheap out on getting the discounts at this point with how rich we are. Whoops. Oh, we got it, okay. Sure, 50%, why not? Oh my god, it's so small. It's so small. Oh. What, if I fuck it up, I can't get the discount, full discount? God damn. Okay, there we go. That's enough. Let's see, what should I grab? Should I get the weapon seal? When can you get... Oh, we're getting a weapon upgrade real soon, okay. Yeah, no, I think we're good. We're getting a weapon upgrade for Yuri, Alice, and Keith. Oh, I could upgrade Keith's weapon. I don't even want the discount anymore. Yes, at retail price. We're rich. Alright, let's get out of here real quick. Just gonna go back to London so I could upgrade. Holly's new weapon. Is it any good? Is it any good? 173 attack. Oh yeah, it is an upgrade. Okay, sure. 115,000. Whatever. We're rich. Nobody else is allowed to get upgrades anymore. Maybe I should have went for that discount for Holly's weapon. That was actually pretty expensive. Okay. Roger says, sorry to keep you waiting. I'll show you the last secret that remains in these ruins. Oh, I had the door that was sealed earlier. Yuri says, is there really something here? Roger says, keep your eyes open. He did a little dance. Roger says, you'll soon find out why I reside here. Go ahead. Is that like his little atelier? There's a save point here. Alright, before we dive in further, let me get the light level 3. Light fusion level 3. I'm a bird. Whoa, why is it so fast? Get dodged though. Sandal Fun from Grand Blue Fantasy. Whoopsies. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of it. I'm not even gonna transform. You've received pure leaf. All that effort for just the pure leaf. Alice says, "What is this place? It's full of evil spirits." The vibes are off down here. Roger says, "Can you sense the atmosphere of curse and chaos that remains here?" "I'm proud of you." Kadalko's power sealed him, but his spirit remains. It makes me shiver to even think of him. Yuri says, "Are you okay?" This feels like a funger. This feels like we're diving into funger dungeon. Alice says, "Yes, thank you." Roger says, "The large pot over there was used to create a human who shouldn't have existed. Elaine's body, without her soul, turned into a inhuman entity. Patrick didn't intend for that. Since ancient times, this place has been called Neem. It contains a mysterious power. There are other places like this as well. Let's see. Such as Easter Island, the civilization of Atlantis, and the lost continent of Mu. All of those places were situated upon the Earth's nerve points." Yuri says, "Earth's nerve points? You mean like in acupuncture?" Roger says, "That's right. The stars have a strong influence on this location. Unusual powers builds up here." Alice says, "So this is a special place on the planet?" Roger says, "Yes, it's a place. It's where a certain something is sealed in place." "What do you mean by that?" Roger says, "Just as I thought, someone opened this door. This door was made in ancient times to seal the ruins. You've seen this seal before, haven't you? This is an illustration on the soul that is called a judgment ring. Those three eyes drawn here describe motive, action, and outcome. Motive is the conscience of life, action is the possibility of life, outcome is the destiny of life. Receptacles of our souls. This is a common principle that all humans share. You're following your will to grab your future on your own. And you'll see the outcome of your action on the other side of the door of judgment. And at the end of this path, shall you find Albert and Kudelka. They will be there without fail. This is the furthest I can go. You must decide on your own if you want to walk through the door or not." Yuri says, "Hey, kind Roger. You really think we'd come this far just to turn back? We've determined to go to the end. We've determined to go to the ends of the earth long ago, buddy." Alice says, "You're right. That's why we're here after all." Holly says, "I made a promise to rescue my mother." Roger says, "He. All right, let me open the door of judgment for you." Thanks, man. Wait, is this like a point of no return for us, or... is it? No, it isn't. Roger says he'll wait here. I'll trust that you'll be back. Alice says, thank you, Roger. Oh, you can heal us. Nice. What's with this music? Oh no, it's a maze. The ambiance in this place sounds fucking evil. Nuke 'em. Holly can one-shot, that's my boy. Silver Wolf Fang. It's a new weapon for Yuri. I have to go back and upgrade it. Sure, whatever. We can also Omega grind here because we could just go back and have... we could just go back and have, like, Bacon, like, heal us. Can we leave? We can leave, yeah. And there's a heal point right here. We could hella grind here. I'm leaving, though. Let me go quickly upgrade this weapon. Another grind area. $175,000 to upgrade. Are you kidding me? Sure. I don't even think that's the final. That's a legendary weapon or something for Yuri. That's like 30 more attack. Holy shit. One sec. Let me go shopping. Never mind, we have a lot of mana root. Alright, let's go dungeon diving. Into the depths of fear and hunger. We're back at it again with fear and hunger. The chest repels one another. The first chest repels the second. And the second repels the third. The third chest repels the first and second. If you open all three, the white mist barrier will open. What the hell do you mean by that? I should try to reduce encounters. Are they gonna throw puzzles at me? Okay. Oh! I've no idea. Wait. Can I interact with this? I can. It's sealed. But how do I get to the other chest down there? I have to go all the way around, maybe? The music here, the ambiance here is freaky as fuck. Oh, that malice is going up fast. That malice is going up fast. Mauser prototype. That's for, it's a weapon for Marge. These are some fucky puzzles. Mind's Eye? Another one? For free? We already have one, but that's pretty cool. Oh wait, that's the Night Stalker. Kill him! It's a dude from the orphanage. We're killing you, dog. Just realized, like, Yuri and Foron, when he fuses into Foron, he kind of reminds me of Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. The forearms, the crossed arms, forearms, like... I miss Jujutsu Kaisen. What does that do? Should I have pressed that? Wait, should I have pressed that? I have no idea. Turn it off. Turn it on. You've received the Holy Book for Martyrs. Is that for Alice? It's an upgrade. Sure. We'll wear it now. You know what? It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna run this one because it has like better areas. Easier to hit areas in the Judgment Ring. Uh-oh, it's red. It's okay, those masks got nothing on us. Should I press this? Let's see, let me save. Oh, is this the door to the... Oh yeah, this is the door to the boss, but it's closed? Is it? Where can I go? I feel like it's gonna be closed. Move ahead. But it looks like I can. Seal of Strength. There's a bunch of treasure chests we haven't grabbed though. Let me see if it's gonna be worth the effort. Yeah, our malice fills up so fast. Probably because of how strong the monsters are. I have to clear my malice again. I just cleared my malice, man. Alright, back to the entrance, I guess. What's down in this pit? There's nothing here. Or back to the entrance. I don't remember which way was to the entrance. Is it down this way? No, it isn't. It's this way. We should have unlocked the treasure chest here, I believe. Yep. That's an armor for the Shujin. You can't wear it. This way, it's gonna be the treasure chest that we can unlock now. That is nearly at the end of the dungeon. Thank God for fast forward. This one. Seal of Vitality. And with that, we're supposed to go back to the pit. Alright, I keep forgetting. Seal of Strength. I should use this. Oh, miss. Ha, miss. Nope. I want to hit perfect. Nope. Come on. No? Ah, come on. Come on, perfect. Fuck off. Come on. Maybe not. Maybe I need to make it bigger. I don't really care though. I don't think, like, if I equip the accessories that makes the hit area bigger, it wouldn't affect the items that I'd be using. Is it? I could try. I don't really care though. Like 2 extra points into strength. This late into the game where we're dog walking everything already. You've received the destruction stone. Is that like a valuable? It's an oddly shaped stone and it emits a strange power the likes of which cannot be felt anywhere else on Earth or above. Kinda looks like a hand. Alright, here we go. Punk jacket, can we wear that? Who is this for? Is it for Holly? It is. Alright, we have come to beat your ass. Albert! What the hell is... Yuri says, well, this is quite a place. Hard to believe the basement contains all this. It's enough to make the hairs on the back of my neck stand up straight. Alice says the spirits in this place are very different from any other place. They don't feel any happiness or pain. They're just nothingness that floats around. Holly says maybe all those graves aren't for humans. There's a voice. I have been expecting you. Is that Albert? Bacon! Albert, old buddy, Yuri says. Where are you hiding these days? Albert says, I'm right above you. Please come on up. Yuri says, you just sit tight. We'll be there before you know it. Oh no, is Kadelka possessed? Albert says Roger Bacon was certain that the door of judgment would be open. Yuri says, ha, so this is all part of your plan too, huh? So you're not planning on running this time then? Let me just close my window, it's getting cold. Albert says, this is the big finale for me, you see? Which means you'll finally be able to achieve closure as well. Alice says, Albert, what are you planning? Is it the same as the Demon's Gate invocation? Albert says, Alice, I broke the seal inside the Vatican and sold the 3 secret books. The first is the pulse track. With it, one can command the earth veins in order to wake an ancient god. Dehuai went far with this. He woke the seraphic radiance, but somehow it remained sealed within that boy. Next is the Amigr document. It creates life from nothing and can be used to summon a god of death. But both Patrick and Jack failed. They only succeeded in making a soulless puppet. And finally, the Codex of Lurie. It tells how to summon the other god, which I am now attempting. An omnipotent god from the far reaches of space shall descend upon Earth to cleanse us. Yuri says, hey now, you quack magician, I can't let you do that. You can't hurt others just so you can play this game of misplaced vengeance. Albert says, Yuri, you still haven't figured it out. That in order to begin anew, we must first wipe the slate clean. Yuri says, shut up. Who do you think you are? Some god? Don't flatter yourself. You're no different than me. An ordinary, pathetic human. You've got plenty of excuses, but I think you're just after revenge for what happened in the past. My father worked hard to protect this world. I'm not letting a deluded scheme take it all away. Albert says, fool! What value is there in a rotten world such as this? Do you really believe that your power alone is enough to right all the injustices of the world? I can see. Not perfectly, but I can see the future in store for this world. A few foolish elite will soon bring about a tragedy which will inflict great misery upon us all. None will escape, and Earth will overflow with the screaming of the dead who know not yet their fate. An iron behemoth shall rise, and in a flash, countless lives will be snuffed out. A hopeless future. You mustn't bring this future upon the world, but this terrible vision is drawing nearer as we speak. So before that hell is upon us, we must begin again, and that is precisely what I intend to do. Here he says, you're a lunatic. War never changes. Type of game. This game has the same morals as like Fallout. Albert says, the sages of every age were called that. Let history decide whether my actions were good or bad. For now, we must simply forge ahead. Albert says, Kadelka, Witch of Dark Flames, come with me and let us raise the throne of the other gods. The legacy of the ancient gods, a Nimito. Don't worry, Holly, we're gonna get your mom back somehow. Wait. What did Kadelka do? She's like standing emoji. Albert says, what? But why? The power flow is stopped. The float cannot be raised. Kadelka, is it you? Kadelka's back. Kadelka says, stop now. You can't defeat me with your power. You're going to disappear into the darkness with me, to a world of nothingness. Albert says, no, it cannot be. Are you saying that you intend to kill us both? Kadelka says, you wouldn't understand? I'd give my life to save that child's future without a second thought. Albert says, what? Wait, stop! Your son is right here. Albert says, no, you cannot. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Kadelka says, the soul contract? Albert says, exactly. With Amon, Master of Destruction. I wanted to save this power for last, but I have no choice. Albert says, you think you're the only one with infusion powers? What? Come at me, Yuri. Are they related somehow? Is he also a Harmonixer? Gonna hit this. I want to get the perfect 1 sec. There you go. I haven't had much practice to actually, haven't had much practice to get Battle Cry. To get used to Battle Cry. Not that it matters for Holly, because he's a caster.
I hate you!
Oh, it's an SB attack. Oh, fuck me. If that's gonna be the case, I'm just gonna keep jacking up our own SP then. Whoa, his fusion looks cool. Holy ouch!
Sora!
Alright, just gonna buff our defense. If we're gonna keep getting bullied.
Sora!
I think my attack buff should be wearing off soon. Holy big crit. He's wobbly.
I hate you! I hate you!
Just start nuking him. I missed. Whatever. A la GG easy. Got Fusion Soul, the soul of Ammon. Oh, cool. We got his soul. We got his Fusion Soul. Albert says, no, the soul contract. I cannot lose. Yuri says, it's over. It's all over now. Albert says, you're overconfident. It is I who will end it. Haven't you noticed? All of the power generated by our battle has been transferred to the float. Yuri says, what? Albert says, ha ha ha. Soon the float will appear. You cannot stop it now. I have won. I have won. Teleports away. Uh-oh. I wasn't aware that he actually had hair. I thought he was bald this entire time.
My ultimate dream. Now I shall achieve it. Behold! Worms who convicted me in Nuremberg 400 years ago. Behold the fruits of your folly. This light, this storm. Now is the end of the world! Oh, glorious throne of the Lord on high, Yamato. This is indeed the signpost to a new tomorrow. The medium by which God shall bestow a new future on a world despoiled by human corruption. Oh God, at last the time has come. From the distant reaches of the universe and time, descend now upon this earth! Thousands upon thousands before me have tried, but failed. But I am the one who will finally achieve it!
Don't tell me we gotta climb that. Alright, gang.
What is it? The float has risen. There's nothing you can do to stop it now. Son of a... 7 days from now, God shall descend to Earth. You can wave your fists all you want. It will change absolutely nothing!
Is this the part where we're supposed to get like our standard issue like JRPGs?
Abyss of the abyss awaits. The pulse of the stars, the life force of all living things, all will be stopped. Soon, death will rain down upon the earth like manna.
This is the part where we get like our standard issue, like flying ship. Wait, don't tell me this is actually... Roger says that was quick. How is she doing? Yuri says she's resting in the London Rats hideout. She's in better shape than I thought. Roger says I'm glad to hear that, but... Well, our trouble is only just started, I'm afraid. Yuri says, hey Roj, what is that big castle-looking thing anyway? Roger says it's one of those legacies left behind by beings who visited this planet long ago. It's Neem. Holly says, when you say one of those legacies, do you mean there are others out there somewhere? Roger says, oh, definitely. About 100 of them, I'd guess. Alice says, that many? Roger says, all that remains is ruins, but there was a person in the past who tried to revive them several times. It's just like the renowned Tower of Babel. It's not something that can be easily controlled by humans. Yuri says, that Albert guy. He said that the gods would fly from the depths of the sky. But what is that Neem machine? Roger says, it was he who said that Neem means float in the ancient tongue of Ebi. Do you know what a float is? It's a thing that bobs when a fish bites when you're fishing. Once the float goes up, God will hone in on it from the M72 nebula, some 4,800,000 light years away. Yuri says, you mean God lives that far away? That doesn't sound right somehow. Roger says, calling it God is something humans dreamed up themselves. More precisely, it's an alien organism. Yuri says, so God is an alien, eh? I always thought he sits on this leaf with his hands like this. Roger says, that's Buddha. Listen. If you saw a human with the eyes of an ant, they would seem overwhelmingly huge, right? You wouldn't want to fight them, would you? Ants may not understand it, but humans could almost be their god figure for them. Alice says, so are you saying that to this organism from space, we're the same? Just like ants? Roger says that's correct. Yuri says, so I'm an ant, huh? Holly says, why are you depressed? Roger says, something too overwhelmingly powerful for humans to deal with is coming to this planet. I suppose if that happens, Earth and everything on it will be wiped out. Alice says, what's wrong? We'll simply deal with it. Yuri says, well, that's what we gotta fight, right? Roger says, what? You really intend to fight? Yeah, man. Alice says, isn't there any way to stop it? Is Albert really going to bring about the destruction of the world? Roger says there is a way. They've got to destroy the float inside Neem before God hones in on it. Yuri says, can it really be done? But it's floating in space. Roger says, he, and that's when the instantaneous matter transporter will come into play. You mean the teleporter? Roger says, go and start that generator for me. Yuri says, huh? This is a generator? How do I start it? Do I gotta run on it? Get on top of it and run. Okay, it was a treadmill. Roger said, run. I said, run. I'm not getting enough power. Yuri says, oh, why do I have to do this? Oh, shit. It's pretty slow. Okay. Roger says, good, now we're moving. Alright, here we go. Wait, he teleported himself. Here he says, huh? He's gone? Wait. He just went back. Roger says, I'm back. Did you see that? You saw what my teleporter is capable of, right? You can go anywhere using my teleporter. Yuri says, yeah, it's pretty amazing, but didn't you almost get killed out there? Roger says, what's wrong with you? You're imagining things. It may still need a slight adjustment, but pretty great, huh? If you set the target to name specific coordinates, it flies right in. Alice says, there must be another way. Roger says, there is none. Alice says, well, okay then. Okay then. Holly says, sounds like fun. If we're gonna die either way, might as well go out with a bang. So let's try it out. Who knows, it might all work out. Roger says, you really don't trust me, huh? I can't believe it. You speak that way about my greatest invention? Alice says, no, I didn't mean anything. Yuri says, yeah, that's right, Roge. We love your machine, so take us to the stars. Neem, here we come. Roger says, trust me, I'll make sure to get you I'll make sure to get you there safely. I promise. Since we've made our decision, I'll get ready. Please get ready for departure too, everyone. Yeah, supposedly if you talk to Holly says, Yuri, I'll be back at the hideout. Bye. Oh, he left her. Wait, why did he go back to the hideout? The fuck? Okay, we're not supposed to talk to Roger here, otherwise it's gonna finish the game. But I think, given how much time I have left, I'm just gonna run it down to the end and not do any of the side quests. Let me go back to the London Rats. Why'd he leave? We're supposed to do mega housekeeping here, but nah. Wait, why'd he leave the party? I need you. Let me get him back. I guess he'd want to stick around with his mom. I want to do the pit fights now. I kind of want to just run down the end. Keith says, well, shall we raise a glass to the world on what may be one of its final nights? Jujin says, alright, is it time for me to jump in again? Just give me a shout anytime you're short-handed. What about Holly, though? Is he just gonna stick back for his mom? Oh, there's a special cutscene. That's the reason why. Gadelka says, Holly, thou hast not even won once. Holly, thou hast not won even once. Why did they keep saying that? Is that like a special, like, reference or something? No one's been able to find it out. It's the same in Japanese as well. Probably an obscure reference to something in Japanese culture or literature or something. But yeah, nobody's figured it out. Weird. Might be a weird, like, proverb or something. Or a mistranslation. Because I've already complained about previously with how weird with how unnatural some of the sentences in this game is. Like a translation issue. Like a lot of the dialogue in the game is admittedly like, feels pretty rigid. Or sounds unnatural. This is why translators are important. Like, I could probably try and play this game in, like, Japanese to see what... like, what the sentence structure actually is. And maybe it'd make sense, it would make more sense that way. It would sound more natural that way. That's always been the issue with, like, a Japanese to English, like, translation, when they translate it, like, literally. It would sometimes, like, sound a little bit unnatural. And that's why, like, English translators of this age, nowadays, start adding, like, a little more flair. Just to make sentences sound a lot more natural. But sometimes I do get the complaints that they add way too much flair and it loses, like the intention or the which anyway, translation is weird. The whole translation business is weird. Anyways, enough on that tangent. Holly says, "Mom, are you okay? You shouldn't get up just yet." Kadelka says, "I know, but I'm okay. After 3 years, we're finally together." Holly says, "I'm so sorry, Mom. I wanted to go see you sooner." Kadelka says, "It's okay, Holly. It must have been very difficult for you. You've done a great thing here." Holly says, "It's all thanks to the little ones. I've got to protect them." Kadelka says, "How you've grown, Holly." Holly says, "Mom." Kadelka says, what is it?" Holly says, "I'm going to fight until the end with Yuri. Will you be okay with that?" Kadelka should join the party, because she's cracked as fuck. Kadelka says, "As long as you promise to come back to me, like your father did. You're beginning to look a lot like him." Kadelka says, "Your father always kept his promises. Thanks to your father, I'm here with you now." Holly says, "I promise I'll be back. Let's go to America together. We'll take a boat with Chris, Sharon, and Joshua and meet Dad." Kadelka's got a big family. Holly says, "That's what we'll do, right, Mom?" Kadelka says, "Okay. Alright, I promise." Holly says, "Yuri, Alice." Yuri says, "Sorry about that. Is it a bad time?" Kadelka says, "No, it's okay." Kadelka says, "You're leaving now?" Yuri, I don't know how to thank you. "Thank you so much for coming to see me." Yuri says, "Come on, you're embarrassing me." "As for me, I can't believe that damn voice, that mysterious voice was actually a beauty like you. Also, I want to thank you for saving Alice at Koi High Tower. But how come it was only me whose head hurts when they heard your voice? Was I being punished somehow?" Kadelka says, "That's because all the monsters fused inside you become terrified, like bats fear the sunlight." Yuri says, "I see." Kadelka says, "There's nothing to worry about now. You're protected by a greater spirit." A spirit so strong that even Albert fears it. Look deep inside yourself. You'll know who that soul belongs to. Yuri says, I know, Kodalka. Kodalka says, Alice. You've grown strong. You've carried on your father's spirit and traveled the difficult road bravely. Alice says, no. It's just because of all these it's just because of all the help that I've got from everyone. Kodalka says, I can see the burden you carry for the sake of your loved one. You're scared, right? Just don't ever give up. Just don't ever give up hope. You have Yuri now. The curse may be strong, but he will protect you, alright? Alice says, yes, that's right. Kodalka says, I can't do anything anymore, but I'll wait here for your safe return. Roger will help you with the rest. Now go. Okay. I don't know about the side quest. Should I talk to Mom? Hi, Mom. Later, Mom. Yeah, I think I might just run down the ending. Okay, now I think I can shove our boy back into the party. Or just like standing emoji. Marge says, oh, I'm so bored. Kids really tire you out. Take me with you. Do I want to do any of the side quests? I don't think so. Let me just scroll down this list just to make sure. The side quests for Keith that involves his brother, who I believe will show up in the next game. Alright, we'll just run the ending down. This is way too much. Way too fucking much. I'm just gonna run the ending down. Oh! Huh. One sec. For Yuri to be able to unlock his special skills, he needs to go berserk. Yeah, he needs to go berserk, okay. Right, for the 3 immediate active souls that I have on Yuri right now, I'm gonna go get its gonna go and unlock it. I'm gonna go unlock it right now. Come on, encounters. No encounters? Yeah, this one. I was not aware that I was supposed to go berserk first for me to be able to like unlock it. Alright, everybody just defend. War instant death? Never mind. This place sucks. He fucking died again. Never mind, this isn't the place to try and grind this. Alright, probably ideally over at Blue Castle. It's the easiest way for us to get our Berserk skills. Or not like it matters, because I want to use Ammon. Oh, Ammon also has... Okay, Ammon also has, a Berserk skill. Okay, I want to see it. I would like to see it. Let me rest over at London first. Actually, no. Now let's do it here. Much easier to do it here because we don't get insta-killed. That's Ammon? He looks so cool. Restores target HP and cures unconsciousness. Kyoto. We could try and reduce the number of monsters here. Alright, just defense spam. Here, should I go Berserk this turn? There it is. Alright, maybe I'll just unlock one skill and just run it down to the end with this, run it down to the end with Ammon. Yeah, we'll just run it down to the end with Ammon. Alright, to unlock the secret ending, we're supposed to interact with this tombstone right here. It says, "Rest in peace, Alice Elliot." That's definitely what's carved on the tiny tombstone. And with that, you can secure the good ending just by inspecting that gravestone. Yeah, so if we're gonna run it down, I'm just gonna super stock up on like recovery items before we get into the final dungeon. Omega stock up on everything. Give me everything you got. No discount. I want everything full price. It's your lucky day, sir. Whoops. Alright, let's do this. Roger says, "Oh, you came back. I'm still working on adjusting the teleporter for now. Please have some rest. Everything is gonna be done after before you all get up. Are you okay?" What the? Alice is in the graveyard? Alice is, where are we? It's that graveyard again. Can she read her own tombstone? Alice says, "I'm sick of the same dream. It's almost as if this entire world was waiting for me." What? Alice says, "The air is so heavy, it feels like it's crushing my heart." Can she read her own tombstone? Alice says, "My own grave." She can read her own gravestone. Monkas? The sword mask says, "At long last we meet again. I was growing tired of waiting, little girl." Oh, one sec. Oh, one sec. Ouch. My leg. Staff Mask says, it seems our spell has finally taken you. The Gold Mask says, what's wrong, little girl? You struggle, but your soul's fate lies here. The Grial Mask says, if you could, you would die for your love, The Sword Mask says, go now to the depths of the evil dimension. No, don't do it, Alice. The Sword Mask says, as per the contract of your divine soul, you offered your life to us in return for your request. No, don't do it, oof. She did it. The Voice of the Executioner. I give welcome to the girl who will offer her soul. Do you fear me? I am Atman, the executioner of spirit sacrifice. I bring death to your soul. Atman says, hoping for someone to come and save you. Unfortunately, you're all alone here. No one is coming to your rescue. You're quite alone. Do you have any regrets about dying for that man? She shakes her head. Alice says, no, I have no regrets. Damn, she's going out like Nanami from like Jujutsu Kaisen. Atman says, such a courageous girl. How delicious your pure, unsullied soul must be. Come, the final wedge has been driven into the judgment ring. They'll become one with my darkness. Yuri says, hold on. Yuri says, sorry I'm late. Those masks outside slowed me down a bit. Atman says, impossible. You forced the door to the dark side open and entered the curse of death yourself? Yuri says, she's my woman. You're not taking her. Never. You're my woman? He's in? Our boy is in? They're both in. Atman says, you plan to break a contract for a soul? To disrupt an ancient and holy ceremony? Don't make me laugh. Have you lost your mind? You're throwing your own precious life away. Yuri says, maybe I am, so you better watch it, dumbass. Atman says, very well. If you think you can break my contract for the soul, give it your best shot. Sir B, we are beating the ever-living fuck out of you. Hopefully it's not instant death. Holy ouch! I missed. Is it healing? Does it only ever use eradication on Alice? Oh yeah, this guy fucking hates Alice. Don't worry, baby girl. We're gonna kill this guy in one more turn. I think, maybe. At best. Oh, yeah. I thought I was gonna get up for like a second phase. With the way that it stood up. Admin says, I can't believe the contract for the soul. See ya, sucker. Alice says, Alice asks, why? Yuri says, no, don't say anything. I promised, didn't I, that I'd protect you? Yuri says, come on, let's go. I want to say goodbye to this nasty place. Yuri says, what happened? I heard a loud moan. Are you okay? Alice says, I'm okay. It was just a scary dream. I'm fine now. You were here by my side the entire time? Yuri says, huh? I guess so. Alice says, thank you, Yuri. Now, Keith.
I'm not sure when it was that I started to feel the way I do about you. You can be so short-tempered and foul-mouthed sometimes, and yet so graceful and strong and pure.
Our boy is in.
Would you be surprised if I told you that I sometimes wished our journey together would never end? I don't know where that journey will end, but I'm frightened when I start to feel it coming. You've survived so many hardships since you were a child. Overcome such pain. I'm certain it was because your mother and father gave you so much love when you were small. And that's why, even if you don't put it in words, you're always teaching me just exactly what love is. I'm so grateful that I met you. So truly, truly grateful.
Yeah, so apparently if you didn't beat the fuck out of the masks, Alice is gonna die here. But we did, and so we're on track for the good ending, where Alice is alive. And you can tell that Alice was supposed to meet like a bad fate from like the cover art for the game. Alright, now what? What do? How lengthy is this final dungeon? What time is it? 12:41. But yeah, the final dungeon might be pretty lengthy. Or I could run it the fuck down. I think I'm gonna just call it here and leave the last section of the game for the next session, for the next session or something. But then I'm gonna be playing Persona 5X though, or I'm gonna be playing the Zenless Zone Zero update. What time is it? I could give it an hour. Speed run. Let's go. Roger says, I finished adjusting the teleporter. We're almost ready. Are you ready to go? Let's fucking go, speedrun. He's the one running. Can he do it in this old ass age? Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh Jesus. Oh, okay, we did it. Speed run. I'll give it an hour. I'm not gonna try and pick up shit. I'm just gonna run it down to the boss. Roger says, come back safe, you guys. Kind of freaky in here. Yuri says, so this is the floating shrine, eh? Alice says, it's like this entire temple is a living entity. Keith says, a palace built not by human hands, but by creatures that travel the stars. It's magnificent. Aliens! Marge says, this is amazing. It looks like a movie set, almost. Shujin says, very funny. Can't you do better than that? Holly says, looks like a lot bigger than from the outside. Yuri says, okay, everyone, let's go. Lock in. Yeah, standard. Oh, we can leave. Okay, cool. We can leave whenever we want. No, but it's okay. We're gonna run it down. I can't use the tent. What? Bruh, aliens. So much for running it down, though. I don't know where to go. This feels like navigating one of those, the big... Like from Baldur's Gate 3, like that initial area that we were in. What's this? Brings target back to life and fully restores HP. Please one-shot them. What other areas are there? Oh, is that a ladder? No, it isn't. Yuri says, "Phew, this room stinks. Hey everybody, let's split up and investigate." Calling all oomfies. Yuri says, anybody find anything? Nope. Yuri says, damn, nothing, eh? Damn it all. Whoa. He did something. Yushin said, watch out! Everybody stand back! Oh. Yuri says, oh, what is it? Huh? What's going on here? Shushin says, don't touch it. This is a type of steel, an incredibly powerful kind. Touch it and you'll be burned to a crisp in the blink of an eye. Yuri says, huh? To a crisp? That doesn't sound too good. Marge says, because this kid was kicking it. Shushin says, just hold on a second. I'll find a way to break the seal and get you out of there. Oh, my allergies are acting up for some reason. I closed my window. Who will you control? I don't know. Marge. I only trust Marge. Oh shit, it switched characters. That's okay, as long as we have Keith in here. Everybody else is level 30 something. Well, if y'all die, it's your fault. Alright, we got Mind's Eye, should be fine. Yeah. Keith has Mind's Eye, should be fine. Jade Lariat. Do I have a spare Jade Lariat? There we go. I have not upgraded his weapons at all. Whatever. If we run into any fights, our boy Holly will deal with it. Oh shit. I get first turn. It's okay. Don't worry. Holly is here. Uh-oh. It's just a buff, no worries. I still remember Keith. He doesn't do any damage. The seal isn't done, it's disappearing. Marge says, so I guess this is what they call a mixed bag of blessings. Alright, then how do we turn off the... Oh, which way do I go? Marge says, what's this? It looks like some kind of switch. Touch it? No idea. Yeah, let's cop a feel. Marge says, well, there's no other way, I guess. Here goes. Push. Oh yeah, that was it. Yuri says, ah. Alice says, somehow they all did it. Yuri says, okay, let's go. Can we link up, or are we stuck with Yuri? Oh shit, we're stuck with Yuri. It's okay, he has AoEs. Oh yeah, he has AoEs, just like Holly. We just have to transform to do it. Which is a bit of a pain. It's hard to hit. It's hard to hit. Wait, 1 sec. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. You hit him with the Ash Baby move. Well, literally. Alright, Holly, I fucking need you back in the party. I can't hit the end consistently. Shujin says, hey kid, I see you got out. Yuri says, thank God, I thought I was stuck. Marge says, you caused us a lot of trouble, you know. I hope you at least feel sorry. Yuri says, I know it, and I feel bad, okay? Alice says, well, at least now we can go forward. Marge says, you're either very, very lucky or very, very good. Yuri says, you see, you got me to think after all. Everybody aired him. Okay, can we get Holly back? The boy with the big AoEs. Shit, another one? 1 sec. Let me heal up Alice. She's been struggling. Okay, luckily this final dungeon is pretty linear. What a hentai monster. Maybe this is easier to hit then. Okay, it's easier to hit. No, it isn't. Throw a dark hole at it. Oh, we're doing a boss rush of the Yamarajas that we fought in the early game. Fuck me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're gonna get everybody to start casting. Just kidding, wait a sec. Wonder which one which one does more damage? Is it the wind attack or the black hole?
I hate you.
518. I think they're about the same damage. I can't hit that third. 1, 2, 3. Oh, black hole does more. Stop touching Alice, you freak. Yeah, so apparently this guy is resistant to physical attacks. That's why I've just been spamming, like, spells. Hopefully, baby girl can tank another hit. I'm counting on you. On being able to tank another hit. So we could just go hog wild. Ah! Haha. I knew it. Ah, fuck, we don't have enough MP. All fucking calculated. Can you die faster? I feel like this is the thickest boss I've ever fought in the entire game so far. Thick as fuck, boy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's wobbling. Whoop its ass. That was like baby damage coming out of Alice, but she's contributing, you see? Oh, what the fuck? Instant death? Fuck you, dude. What the hell? Instant death? Thank you, save states. I'm not going through that dog shit again. We love save states. Thank you, save states. Can we somehow avoid that? Can you somehow defend against instant death? He casted that move earlier, but it didn't give us like instant death before. So it's just by chance. That might have been just like absolute bad luck that everybody got instant death. Fuck me. Alright, GG's. Fuck you. You thought you had me with that instant death bullshit? I don't think so. Oh, what did that do? Party formation point. How about this one? Return point? No, I'm staying. Miss me with that shit. It's still closed. What do you do here? Was there another area? Oh, there was. What the hell? Which way do I go? Let's see. Which way is the correct way? What if I just run? Yeah? I don't think I've ever missed, I don't think I've ever missed, like, running away in this game. Wormy. We have to fight that guy. I think this one shouldn't be resistant to physical attacks, so we can run it down. I definitely missed that. Oh my god, ouch. I don't know what this is. Just... Is it like a ring anomaly? What kind of ring anomaly? Oh, you can't see! It's okay, I'm already familiar with with the judgment ring of my party members. Oh, this guy is hella resistant. This guy is hella resistant to black hole. Well, you see, I by default operate on not being able to see my ring. Oops, I fucking missed. Big talk from me. Oh shit, please don't one-shot us. Oh, Alice! I don't know how this works. One sec. Oh fuck, maybe I should. Maybe hope that it doesn't use Hate Storm. Okay, lucky. I don't remember. Boom, boom. No. Whatever, dude. Just defend. Not the paralysis. You fuck? How do we remove paralysis? Removes paralysis. Nice. Ah, but we're not gonna be able to see the goddamn... Oh, where is it? Oh, I got it.
Sora!
I just guessed. I can't see shit, so we're just defending. Alright, GG's. Do I just keep trucking along? There's only one path. Great, very cool that they don't let you, that they let you be able to run away from fights. Yeah, pretty funny that somehow... Like, I shouldn't even be surprised. Aliens! What the hell? We got teleported. What the hell just happened? Yuri says, what's going on? All of a sudden, we're in some weird place? Jujin says, I think there must be a space warp here. How does he know all that? What does that mean? Yuri asks. Jujin says, well, it means a distortion in the spatial continuum links this place directly to somewhere else. Alice says, can we go back? Jujin says, I think so. We can probably go back from the same place where we arrived. The tricky part is that you can't actually see with your eyes where the space warp is. Yuri says, ha, so it's like a maze. Great. I hate mazes. Save. Which way do I go? Not the back shots. Can we run if we start getting back shotted? Yes, we can. Cool. We just take a little bit of damage. Uh-oh. Wait, was that correct? What? Do I just go back, or would I not go through the same teleport? I did. God damn it, I just went back here. Or, wait, this is a new path. Cool. Actually have no idea where I'm going. Is this the right way? Oh, we're back to the start. If I go back here, yeah. Never mind. Good fucking lord. Oh, which way do I go? Can I go this way? Oh, there's a teleporter there. What? The fuck it'll... Oh, wait, no, I think this is correct. What's this one? Talisman of Power. This way? No. V-Blade Blood Off. Cool, and that should be the end. Really like the monsters designs in this game. They're all kind of freaky. I wonder what's the gimmick with this asshole is. Perfect. Ouch. It's a normal caster, but it hurts a fucking lot. Okay. Summons a guardian to heavily damage all enemies. What? Wait, that's new. I kind of want to see it. Oh, we're in the middle of a boss fight, so maybe not. You know what? Buff for yourself first. So that you don't immediately goddamn die. Never mind, Yuri's gonna immediately die himself. Yeah, this thing is just pure damage. Cool. We can manage that. We have like 2 healers in the party, both capable of like massive healing. Alright, Alice gets final hit. I want to see this new ability of hers. Whoa, what the? Why did the judgment ring go kind of crazy? She didn't get the final hit. She did all that for 421 damage. Meanwhile, with just the simple power of hands, Yuri's doing like 1,000 something damage. Here, kill it with your book. I thought I would have killed it, but no. Here, this should be it. No? This thing's a trooper. Uh-oh. Death touch. I didn't do that much. Fucking kill it. Quick, kill it. GG's. Alice got the final hit. You don't need the brigand earrings anymore. Let's see here. Renders all status abnormalities ineffectual. Yeah, let's start running these. Let's give Alice all of the status effect resists. Yeah, all of the status effects resists. Yeah, since we're in the final dungeon, I shouldn't be running any of the accessories that increases our, like, money gains. All we need now is just to be more effective in battles. Oh, it's Albert. Welcome one and all to the glorious throne, Nemito, left to us by the ancient gods. Yuri says, Albert, you old fart. It's been fun, but we're finally gonna be able to put an end to this. Albert says, yeah, haha, I'm impressed that you of all men were the last to remain standing in my way. Perhaps this was our destiny. Even at that moment we met on the train. Yuri says, just tell me one thing. What will you do if you win this fight? Albert says, couldn't say really. IDK. IDK. Albert says, I will create a new world, perfected to God's will, a pure world without deceit or defilement. Yuri says, would such a world be any fun? Albert says, of course it'll be fun. It'll be a wondrous place. I really wanted to show it to all of you. Yuri says, I see. In that case, fine. Let's promise then, no matter who wins, no hard feelings, eh? Albert says, leave the surviving worlds to the mercy of fate? Fine, I promise you. There need only be one fight that determines the course of the planet. Yuri says, hey, now there's my Albert. Glad we agree on something. Then let's get started. We bet our entire future on this fight. Albert says, that's what I was waiting to hear. Let us commence the final battle. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Save. We've come to get our lick back. Forget what Holy Chest does. He's used this before. Oh, big hurdy. Motherfucker, I can't use any of my fusions. Ora. Just keep feeding Yuri SP.
Sora!
Status abnormality. He doesn't know that we have he doesn't know that we have resistance. How can be that perfect? Oh, god damn it. Okay, wait. There we go. Fuck. Whoops. He's here on Holly.
Sora!
Whoops. Good thing I bought a lot of like pure seeds, so we could keep recovering our SP.
Sora!
He opened with like a massive SP drain. Ah, not the fucking paralysis. So much for having resistance to abnormalities. That's one status abnormality we didn't account for. It's okay, we have like 1 billion items, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, I should start using the keys. We can attack like multiple times in a row. That'd be funny to see. We'd be able to truly one-turn this fight. Let me see, do I have any keys? Max 7 sweeps, max 5 sweeps. Here, let's use it for fun. Oh, I should only use it on Yuri. Wait, he's already wobbly. Never mind. Pointless to use it on him.
Sora!
Is he healing himself? Ah, fuck you, dude. I don't think so. Run it back. Hey, use something else, asshole. I don't think so. He healed himself again. He healed himself again. Okay, fine. Please die soon. Oh no, he used Holy Chest again, this piece of shit. That's okay, we still have some SP to work with. It should kill him, I think. GG's. Albert says, yeah, haha, splendid work, I must admit. You got me this one time. Yuri, all of you have chosen your fate. The coming wintry age will be a harsh one. The beginning of the hell that humans have chosen. But none of this will come true unless you defeat the god that is arriving soon. But it should be fine. With people as strong as you, humans may yet be able to overcome their mistakes. If you really think you can arise victorious, then take my blessing too. May my soul assist you. So it turns into oomph. It turns into oomph at the end. Albert says, let me take you to God's throne with the last drop of my power. Albert says, farewell. Oh! Yeah, this is it. They opened up the they opened up the party formation. Bro, we is in space. Is this gonna be like with hearts aligned moment? Yuri says, where are we? Alice says, the stratosphere? Look how tiny the temple is from here. Alice says. Yuri says, this really is the end of the earth. What the? Marge says, hey, what's going on? Holly says, could that be... Jujin is laughing. So it would seem. Keith says, is that God? Yuri says, yeah, now things are really getting interesting. Alright, God. Wait. It even kind of looks like... Holy shit, it really is a with hearts aligned moment. It's literally the end singer. Ouch, holy shit. We're gonna key the fuck out of this boss. Wait, what? What? He removed my buff, this piece of shit. What if I don't use that? Yeah. Fine. What if in the next turn? Can I have my buffs next turn? Inflicts heavy non-class damage on the target.
Mother, give me power!
Yeah, not the paralysis again. Come on now. Can I keep my buffs this time? Oh, I missed. Can I has my buffs? Whoops. Yeah, it's gonna keep using Light of Deprivation to remove the buffs. Fuck you then. We're gonna use the key. Whoops. What? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh. Okay, how many can we do? 1, 2. Oh. I can't see shit though. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Whoa. It goes faster. It's kind of trippy. Ah, come on. Fuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! Damn it. Ah. I can't see the fucking ring, that's the thing. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock, past 6 o'clock, around 10 o'clock. God damn it. Oh, it's because I removed the Jade Lariat is the reason why I'm struggling here. Yeah, completely forgot. I fucking removed the Jade Lariat. I should be having like an extended ring. It's actually smaller than it feels like. Fuck me. What is it? 3 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Ah, I couldn't get that last one. Whatever. Do it again. I want to get all of them. Kind of a challenge to do it this way, though. I can only get to like 3 max. Ah, this is kind of hard. Oh, what I could do, I'm fucking struggling here. I could use this. Right, I completely forgot that I have these. All hit areas double for everyone. How long does it last? There you go. Now I won't struggle when I fucking use when I use the keys. I can even make it go slower. User's hit area increases to 100%. We're just gonna be item buff maxing. Just take the hit. Just take the hit. Holly, 1 HP in a dream. Right here, it's about to go crazy. Seventh key. See, now it's a lot more manageable. There. We're gonna one-turn this guy. The wombo combo. It's up to you now, Alice. Uh-oh. What is that? Please don't one-shot everyone. Oh. Alright, can I handle fifth key? GG's. Yeah, I think that's GG's for the game. Yep, definitely.
And so, our battle came to an end. The god, awakened by human hands, was returned to sleep once again by human hands. On the morning after, a refreshing breeze blew across Wales, and the horrible events leading up to yesterday seemed like nothing more than a bad dream. Soon, it was time to say farewell to everyone. Keith, our handsome vampire, grew weary of the hustle and bustle of the outside world, and so he returned once again to his peaceful castle in Transylvania. I wonder how many centuries he'll sleep this time. Good night, and sweet dreams, dear friend. Master Zhu Zhen, our brave Taoist adept, has gone back to Shanghai to mend the disruptions in the energy fields of China. You taught us so much, Master Zhu Zhen. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And please, try not to overexert yourself. Our beloved spy for hire said she planned to go home to Paris, but she joked about how her next assignment was probably already waiting for her. So, there's no telling where she might be right now.
That's oomph.
Hallie, that cute little street boy we met in London, set sail from Southampton with his mother, Kodelka, to find his long-lost father in America. Finally, they'll be able to live together as a family.
Bro, this is the ending of JoJo Part 2
All find happiness.
for Holly.
As for me, I'm headed for Zurich, where my mother's waiting. With Yuri, of course.
Nice. Roll credits. GG's. Yeah, that's a funny final boss. It's literally just with hearts aligned. It was literally just End Singer again. End Singer 1999. With hearts aligned. That's hilarious that... Yeah. A lot of things that were in this game that... Like we had the weird Majima, Kiryu, Daigo combo. Back at the orphanage. Yeah, pretty fun game. It's kind of all over the place. It was kind of all over the place in terms of the narrative and the I think the quality of the dialogue. That is a consequence of like direct translations. Might have left a little bit more to be desired when it came to like the dialogue writing. Some of them sounded like a little bit unnatural, like I've already mentioned before, but you get the message. There's a reason why I've never been like an advocate for like the direct Japanese to English translations, because for the most part it could sound a bit stiff. A shloop shloop. Bro, she was going off. Yeah, directors stunted sometimes, yeah. That's why, yeah, when you direct to like, when you go when you do like Japanese to English translation, it has to be a consequence of language in general, yeah. It's just the nature of language. Like a lot of the sentence, probably a lot of the dialogue sentences could have probably sounds natural when it's in like Japanese, but you could really tell that they tried for a more direct translation here. That's why we need English translators, so that we could more gracefully bridge that that difference in language. I'm fine with a little bit of flaring when it comes to like translation, as long as we could get the message across and it doesn't sound awkward. And just like everything in life, things should be handled with grace. And it's the same thing with translation. Yeah, we'll always advocate for translators. More times than not, it's a good thing. Like, that's the main reason why I'm like... I will always be an advocate for translate, because without translators, I never would have been like gotten into like RPGs or like anime. Like back in the day, we had like Tagalog dubs for anime and like Japanese shows and like everything. Yeah, you could find bad examples in medium. Like you could easily cherry pick, but it's like, you know, when the care is there, you can tell when the care is there. And that's what makes quality. It's easy to nitpick, It's always easy to nitpick, but yeah. In the grand scheme of things, there wouldn't be like... I would rather make things be a lot more accessible for everybody, but you having like English dubs, English translations, everything. Oh. Wait, are we getting to the end? Yeah, when the care is there, it enhances the reach of a good story. Yeah, exactly. The ending of this game, Alice was supposed to die. And Shadowheart's Covenant, the next game, follows the bad ending. Alright, screenshot here. Which kind of sucks. I don't know what I feel about the next game not having Alice. Is she supposed to die here? Well, not supposed to. All of the endings are canon.
Said in the end, even if an age of winter comes bringing the harshest hardships, I intend to live on with my new family.
Yeah. GG's. The Prince of the Austro-Hungarian Empire is assassinated. Oh, World War I happens still. Summer that same year, the Great War I begins. Oh yeah, no, this is the good ending, which is supposed to be like the, there's some timey-wimey shenanigans with like the second game as well. But this good ending right here is supposed to be like the final part of, is canon. Is supposed to be canon as well, because there's like some timey-wimey shenanigans at the end of the next game. Do I want to save? No, because there's a bunch of shit that I wanted to do still, but I don't know if I want to go back and do it. Anyways, alle GG's. Yeah, not so sure how. Let's see the bad ending. What's the bad ending? close this. It's so loud. Yeah, all throughout that last section, she looks like she's struggling. Oh, it's actually kind of sad. One sec. Just a little bit of like extra dialogue. Where is it? Oh yeah, there's a lot of like extra dialogue in the bad ending. This is kind of lengthy. One sec, let's see.
Day seemed like nothing more than a bad dream. Soon, it was time to say farewell to everyone.
Just this last bit? No? What?
Already.
Say what? Where's the part where she dies?
Even if another age of storms...
Oh, she dies in the train car. She doesn't wake up.
As the warlock said in the end, even if another age of storms buffets this world, I intend to go on living and fighting. For you who freed me from the darkness. For the one I love.
For the one I love. Yeah, you get a little bit of extra dialogue for that, like, the little end section where we go through that boss rush. I didn't get that. I didn't get any dialogue when we went through that boss rush. You get some extra lines when you go for the bad ending. Because she was feeling good throughout the... she was feeling alright throughout that entire, like, boss rush. Yeah, you get some, like, extra dialogue. Where she's hiding it from everybody in the party. Anyway. Yeah, that's the good ending for... we accomplished the good ending for Shadowheart's 1. I don't know when I want to jump into like Shadowheart's Covenant 2. From what I hear, it's like a massive step up from like Shadowheart's 1. I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's comparatively, it's like a massive step up from like Shadowheart's 1. Like some parts of Shadowheart's 1 admittedly has left some parts to be desired, but no, it was still like a very like strong impression, I would say. Like especially when they started like adding like those QTEs in the middle of fights and everything else. Would have been something that was definitely new to the turn-based system that they had going on at the time. That was like... I think it was Shadowhearts that... or one of the games that paved the way for turn-based games that has like QTEs, timing-based systems. But anyway, yeah, that'll be it for me for tonight. For all the friends that dropped by, thank you very much. Happy... what day is it? Wednesday? Wednesday. Happy Uma Musume Day. Big, huge Uma Pyoy. We will be there. Be there or be square. Yeah, everybody's like heavily anticipating Need this to be my most played game this year. Unfortunately, my roots starts from Idolmaster. I think, like, personally for me, games that are like idol raising simulation games is like a far gone concept for me. I have already spent a lot of time in it, so I can't really dabble. First time for you if you discount the times you played in JP, yeah. Yeah, it's the gameplay loop of idol raising sims has really never been for me. Like, spend a lot of time just struggling through it. It's just the gameplay loop that I've never agreed with, never rocked with ever since I played like Idolmaster. $310 reviews on Steam already and the game can't be played. I mean, it's fair because the majority maybe of the people who are leaving reviews. Wait a minute. Yeah, it could be saying it from the Umamasume JP, because I mean, like, that, even if biased. Let's see. What does it actually say? Oh shit, anyways. GG's. I just realized because it's like 2 a.m.